Hey, how you all doing out there? I hope you guys like the recipe that I did with the real tips, sauerkraut, potatoes, milk, and cornbread. Today, I know I told you in one of my things about how to make quick fried peach pies out of a can of biscuits, and a thing of biscuits and can of peaches. So, today what we're going to do, and I'm going to have to do two shows because I don't know where the pause button is on this thing. So, first thing I'm going to do is show you how to cook quick fried pies. Very good. The first thing we're going to do, can of peaches. To this can of peaches, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. Well, use it to your own discretion, but I'm a firm believer is if it's supposed to be sweet, make it sweet. Of course, I know you're probably saying, well, she probably don't need to add sugar, but like I said, this is Southern, and it's one thing Yolanda used to say, soul food don't count calories, but we try to curb it every chance we get. And before I go any further, I want to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes that you guys gave me. I turned 64. I will never admit this again until next year. I'll just tell everybody I'm 46 because it's two numbers and I can put it anywhere I want because why I'm talking. Anyway, so I want to thank everybody. So to this sugar, we're going to add a half a tablespoon of cinnamon. Half a tablespoon of cinnamon. With that, we're going to add a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. So a half a teaspoon is like a teaspoon. Remember that. Okay? And I'm going to mix that with the cinnamon and the nutmeg. Both of them together makes it very good. Very, very good. With this, I'm going to put a 1/3 cup, no, not flour, 1/3 cup of, I always get nervous, but like I said, I'm learning. So, a 1/3 cup of cornstarch. Any kind of cornstarch. So you mix all this good stuff together. There we go. There we go. Real, very, very good. Cornstarch. With the cornstarch, we're going to just cheap vanilla flavor. During the holidays, I use real vanilla flavor. But anytime else, I use the cheap vanilla flavor because it doesn't make a difference. So, I go with pour of vanilla flavor. One good secret to pies, sweet potato pies, and this homemade peach pies that we get ready to fry is syrup, kitchen syrup. And with that, 1 tablespoon of kitchen syrup. Very good. And then you can always do that. Okay. So, what we're going to do with this mixture is stir it up. And just stir it up. So, since I'm an empty nester, I'm only going to do 2 fried pies, and then I'll find somebody to come and get the rest of it. Because if I eat all the sweets, which I do, you gain weight faster. But anyway, you just keep on taking, you just stir this mixture all up. Very, very good. Very good. Very good. With that, you put it in the pot. Now this show, and after I get through with this, then I'm going to show you guys how to fix, I call it skillet stew. Because I started off. It's quick, it's easy, it's comfort food, it's winter. We have our first snowfall here in Colorado Springs tomorrow night. So I was thinking, I will fix some beef stew for myself and teach you guys how to fry hot water cornbread. Very good. So with this, I got the burner turned up a little bit past high because I want a warm, fast stir just to make it thick. And you just stir and stir. So while that's heating up, butter. I got butter, baby. Actually, if it ain't butter, it's margarine, but still, I'm going to use I got butter. And again, I just squeeze. I will squeeze and cook. And then all of that'll come in, and you talking about good. So while that's warming up, I'm going to get out the confectionate think powder that we're going to sprinkle it with. And so for the next show, since it's just for me, but like I said, you can always multiply this to make it more. I'm going to fix the homemade beef stew with one little cheap piece of beef. It's a cheap steak. But there again, dice it up. I'll show you, but that'll be in the very next show right after I show you how to cook homemade peach pies. Okay. Now it's coming. And it's getting thick. Oh, it smells wonderful. Smells good. But like I said, something to match. And don't forget, you can always multiply this. And remember, if you need anything that you want to know how to cook, or you have any questions for me, go to ernestine.thompson3@facebook.com. ERNESTINE Thompson, THOMPSON. I haven't quite learned how to move around on the internet good, but if you send me questions or if you want to learn how to cook something very old-fashioned, very cheap, then you let me know and we'll do it. But a lot of people seems to think cooking hot water cornbread and stuff like this is hard. It is not hard. The only reason people say it's hard is because they do not know that how to do it. But when you have like a big family I had and everything, I didn't have a lot of money, and there wasn't no food stamps in them days, so I had to learn the cheap, good way. And all my girls, I've taught them how to cook also. Very good, very fast. Very, very good. Now it's ready. So what I'm going to do is set this aside and flour the board. Very easy. You know, when my mom was alive, we used to always try to figure out how to make this, things easier to cook than the old-fashioned way. This is one biscuit. And with this one biscuit, and I need to get a plate out, you guys. So I will roll this out just like you would. Just roll it. One biscuit now. And this is so good. So good. And you know what? One night I didn't have vanilla ice cream, but I did have black walnut ice cream. So I ate it with the fried peach pies. Oh my goodness. I loved it. And I've been thinking, you know, relationships. Well, I ain't had them many over the years, but I know how it is to be loved. And when somebody really loves you, how they gonna treat you. Well, I have a thing that's do not pee, the medical word for pee is void. Do not void on me and tell me it is raining. It don't work. Don't work it out. So as you can see how I'm flattening out this biscuit. One biscuit. Because we're going to make it. I'm only going to show you two. Because it's two. Well, you know, I want to finish this video and then I'll come right back on with the homemade skillet beef stew. Very good. Fork. So you just roll it out. Now a can of biscuits, man, you. Actually, and this is so good when you want to fix quick pieces. I've learned how to do a lot of things quick and easy because when you love cooking, and look, I think I got what? Over 25 grandkids, and I know over 13 great grandkids. And I'm 46. But again, this is very, very good. And easy. There we go. There we go. Then can you imagine one little biscuit being this big? Look. But it's going to make a good fried pie. Okay, maybe I'll go a little more on this side. And tell me, what do you guys think about a person get mad at you for cooking real food? Well, I don't have a problem with it. 1 tablespoon. Another, oh, it smells so good. And when I'm cooking during the holidays, which I'm going to show you a lot of little good turkey recipes. Get the skillet going so it can be hot. Here you go. And again, somebody yesterday wanted to know about what kind of oil I use. Well, all I can tell you is I use vegetable oil. All the oils they claim at this point used to be don't eat no more butter, it clogs your arteries, and then they came up with margarine. Then they want to talk about margarine. Well, the same thing with the oil. Vegetable oil. Creole oil, got a little taste to it. Vegetable oil is good. That's what I'm using, you guys. I'm going to flip this pie over. Just like that. I'm going to take my fork and go all around this homemade biscuit fried peach pie. Now, you guys, let me tell you, you can make this with any kind of fruit. It could be strawberries, blueberries, any type of fruit that you like. But very good. I'm going to pick this up. It's like picking up a baby and frying it. There you go. I'm going to do one more just in case you didn't catch it. But then again, you can always rewind it, pause it. See, that's my thing. I don't know about pausing. Now, I got this turning down to medium. And where's my favorite broken spatula? Here it is. And you gotta watch it because it cooks real good and quick. All got on the thingy, but it's good pie. Very good and quick. If you know when you go to the store, keep your biscuits and get a can of whatever fruit that you like, and then you can make these quick peach pies. You're not in the kitchen a long time. Okay, so one other little click is look, fried pie. That off, very beautiful. We'll do one more biscuit, and then I'll show you the end product. And then I have to cut you off, and then I'll do another session of making homemade skillet stew with homemade hot water cornbread. Very simple, very easy, very good. Very good. And don't forget to leave me a comment, because it makes me feel good. I get lonesome. I miss kids. You raise 7 kids, 6 girls. When I was a nurse and things and working and trying to raise the girls, well, it was always something. I got to the point where I was saying to myself, well, years ago, what is going on around here? Well, when you got 6 girls, 2 nieces, and 2 stepsisters, and the neighbors' kids that you raised, it begins pretty bad. Then, over the years, guess what, y'all? I found out that my girls wasn't being conspiring against me. They was just purely having PMS. They put a name on it. I still get it from them. But that's okay, too. Not a problem. But if you want something quick, so when you go in to get your groceries in, get little cheap canned biscuits. Don't put no money in it, because it doesn't matter how much something costs, it's how good that it tastes. Yeah. And remember that when we think we got a hill, a big old hill, a mountain to climb, when my God looked from heaven, He don't see nothing but an anthill, because it ain't no problem to Him. I love God. I love Him for giving us His blessed Son, Jesus. Glory to be to my God, and to God to be the glory. Love Him, love Him, love Him. Well, I've been asking Him to bring me somebody in my life. You know, with everybody gone, I get lonesome. And I have 4 grandkids here, 2 in Loveland, only 1 here in Colorado Springs. But I asked Him some specific things that I wanted in a mate, and He sent him to me. Well, I don't know what it is. Oh, skillet back on to get it hot, because it doesn't take all day for this. You see how fast I did this. Well, I guess to get a perfect man these days is like a pie. Speaking of pies, you can use the same thing that I just did and put it in some pie crust, put a pie crust on top, take a knife and cut across in it, bakes into the perfect peach pie. You can do apple too. Remember, you can do what you want with this. So when you go into the store, get little things. When you want to come home and you don't want to go to no restaurant and you don't want to be over the stove for a whole lot, you 1 teaspoon of the mixture, 2, not teaspoon, tablespoons. Drape it over. Drape it over. There we go. Remember? Okay. Then take your fork and go all the way around this biscuit. So, I do a lot with biscuits. And I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade chicken and dumplings. Like picking up a newborn baby. Quick. And not quick. That ain't quick at all. But anyway, it fries. And I've got this on medium high. And I'm going to also teach you guys how to fix some homemade peach pies, homemade meat pies. And then dipping it into ranch dressing and fixing your quick salad. Perfect quick meal. Grease on there again. And remember, you don't have a whole lot of oil in your skillet. And you can use olive oil if you want. I don't use olive oil that much because I don't like the taste to it, but it's healthy. But use your own discretion. Use your own discretion. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look. Beautiful. Smells wonderful. Confectionate white sugar. Well, you can see I use mine because I love to cook. And I really don't have nobody to cook for, but I have neighbors and friends. Yeah. There we go. Now, the way I do this is powdered confectionate white sugar. Is that, okay. Girl, again, a palm of my hand. And it doesn't matter how much of this white powdered sugar that you use. Don't matter at all. And I just take my hand and do that. Maybe a little more. There we go. Very, very good. Oh my goodness, it smells wonderful. Smells absolutely wonderful. And let me do this. Homemade fried peach pies. No preservatives. Everything's healthy. Enjoy. And don't forget to add your black walnut ice cream. So, and it didn't take me long. So, I got butter, baby. I got butter, baby. Hey, you got that. Don't forget, like my baby Patsy says, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies to tune in to 1975 Patches God channel YouTube.com. And don't forget with Life with Cousin Patches, YouTube.com. Subscribe to my baby. Give her some comments because she's the one who's encouraging me to do this. Sweet Addiction TV, which Candy is my great niece. Love you. Peace. God blesses us to be a blessing. Ain't that good? Love you.